flights, young barracuda watching for them gray whites. Way bright stage lights, they might just take the pipe if I play it right. Aim tight, go bananas, take a bite. Hold the hammers, might take your life in your pajamas. Play it right and take a hike to Alabama. I'm gone. I be in and out the spot. I ain't got no time to talk. Nigga, I'm gone. I be on and off the road. I be living like a boss. Nigga, I'm gone. Shawty do it like a pitcher. Knock the pussy out the park. Nigga, I'm gone. We been racing to the money. I been winning from the start. Nigga, I'm gone.
As the founder of I Am Just LLC, I am proud to offer services that can help improve your mood and overall quality of life. I understand the importance of self-care and mental health. I have dedicated my time to discovering how art, music, and smells can help bring joy into people's lives. I Am Just LLC offers a wonderful collection of paintings, extraordinary scented candles made with natural herbs and flowers, consulting services for advice and listening, as well as moon water. Visit IamJustSLLC.com. No matter your needs or desires, you'll find something special here.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me? Am I heard? Am I hearable? Can you guys hear me? Am I hearable, y'all? Can y'all hear me now? Let me see. I'm over here. Oh, y'all, your good sis was over here pressing stuff. Y'all gotta stop me from pressing stuff. Y'all gotta be like, sis, stop pressing stuff. Cause y'all know I'ma press it. Cause that's what I do. I just be pressing stuff and I'm so sorry. Before I came live, I was over here just messing with this mixing board and I was pressing stuff. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I didn't wear a black bra with this shirt. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all. Hey guys, what I was saying was, oh my goodness, I was over here running my mouth. I was running all of my mouth, y'all. I was saying, I told a House of Queens. I was saying to you guys, I said I need a mod. I'm trying to rebuild my channel. And I also have a Discord and I don't know how to run none of this stuff. Hey Cece. I mean, I do know how to run it. I need some mods. Like I don't think I even have mods on this channel. Do I, y'all? Let me look. I don't. See? I'm telling y'all. And I want to start using this channel for like social media news and stuff like that. All right, Cherie. Thank you. I'll make you a mod. Oh, hold on. I'm not on the right channel. Let me go. Am I? I am. I think I am. All right. Thank you. Because I don't have any, y'all. It's on this channel. I don't believe I do because I never really used this channel for anything. So, oh, what I was saying was I was sick as hell, y'all. Your good sis was not feeling good last week into this week. I was really feeling bad. So I didn't have like I wasn't going live. I wasn't going to do nothing because I was like I'm really just going to relax and I'm going to chill and I'm going to get myself together. So all I could do was be nosy. All I could do was be nosy, y'all. All right. So, hey, Ruthless baby. Hey, House of Queens. Hey, well, how you say that? Niqua. That sounds pretty. I like that. Niqua. ACC, beautiful. How you doing? All right, y'all. So, I was being nosy. So, let me tell y'all. I am doing better, Ruth. I was not feeling good. You know, good sis, because you told me, you said get off a line and go rest. And I promise you I did. I did. When you told me that, I did. Because I really didn't feel good. But your good sis was being, no, I was being nosy. No, when I tell you nosy, y'all about to see how nosy your good sis was being, okay? Who the F did I marry? Let's talk about it. Who the heck this heifer married, okay? I'm about to tell y'all. Because you know the TikTok the detectives found her husband. You know they did. They found every player in this story. They found every one of them. And you know, no, she didn't. I promise you she didn't lie. She did not lie, house. She didn't. She did not. And I'm about to show y'all. But you know, I gotta give y'all the rundown. If y'all didn't watch the whole thing, please watch it because it is about 6 hours long. It's 6 hours long. Oh, I didn't even send the live to my son. Running my mouth, y'all. Um, that's my baby. That's my baby. Um, Matter of fact, I could do this. I'll drop the link if you guys want to come up here and talk and ask questions and stuff like that. So, I'll drop the link in the chat. She did. She made $500,000, sis. But hold on. Let me send it to my baby boy. And, and she made 500. Okay. Yes, she did. But she wasn't lying. So let me give y'all the rundown. Let me give y'all the rundown. All right. And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Okay, if you ain't seen it, y'all gotta watch this because it's a lot. It's a lot. So, all right, boom. This girl right here, this Risa Tisa, right? She met the 50, it was 50 parts. It's actually really kind of 49 parts for real. All right, so boom, let's talk about it. I'm gonna give y'all a quick overview. So I might not get into everything. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing, y'all. Listen. All right, so she met this dude on Facebook Live, on Facebook dating app, right? And you know, she said he looked kind of good on his little dating app profile or whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, let's go out on a date talk. They was like, oh, let's go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Also, hey, hey. And he was like, that's what's up. We could do that. All right, so boom. On her way to go meet him, she driving, she hitting the little turnpike. Then her car, I guess, I don't know what it hit, but it stopped, dropped, and rolled. And I just, poof, her tire came out. I mean, blew off, right? So she and go to the gas station. So she hit him up and she was like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, boo, but my tire just popped. He was like, where you at? Drop the pin. So the pin dropped, like Megan with them good knees. And he went over there and he brought her a tire, put it on, all that good stuff. Then they went out to eat. She was like, okay, he is cute in person too. She must like him chubby because he was a little chunky. Yes, there's a pic of him ruthless. Girl, when I tell you your good sis is about to give y'all all the info, I'm about to give everything to y'all. I'm about to give y'all all the info. But look, you know I'm dramatic, Ruth. All right, so look, they go out to eat, and then she said they was holding hands, going into into the establishment. It felt like she knew him forever. This was right before, this was right before COVID. So, well, actually, COVID kind of started in 2019. But let's not go. Yeah, she's a little thick. He a little thick. They both a little thicker than thick. All right, they both Southern cornbread. But hold on, let's go. All right, and I got I put the link in the chat if anybody want to come up. All right, so y'all come up, ask questions or whatever. But all right, let me tell y'all. So they, he was like, "Who you want to quarantine? You want to quarantine in your house? Or you want to quarantine in my house?" He was like, "I got this little studio and whatever, but I'm looking for a house because He said this is temporary. My little studio is temporary. I'm not going to be here forever." She was like, okay, well, we can quarantine in my house because I got a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhouse. He was like, okay, that's what's up, boo, because it's whatever. It's your house or my house. She was like, all right, bet. But she felt bad because she grew up in a church and she said, I would never, this is what her mom said, I would never live with a man before getting married. But she did and did. Okay. And she got pregnant, y'all. She got pregnant by him after like a month. After a month, she got knocked up. She was real in her feelings about that. But sadly, the baby passed. Okay. However, these two mother effers is out here house shopping. This nigga was like, I used to play arena football and I got money. He pulled a Jaguar right child. He said he got money in an offshore account. That what him said. He told her that. He was like, I got approved with Chase Bank to get a $750,000 house. And he showed her the little Chase Bank paperwork and stuff. I don't got a piece of paper right here, so how I can't show y'all how he showed her. He hit her with the flink, flink. I got the Chase. I've been approved. Okay, that's what he said. All right. So, girl, it was so many flags. When I tell you, it was Neek. It was. But listen, Neekwa, while I sip on my orange juice. All right, listen. So let me tell y'all. Um, he had her out here looking for houses, right? Because it was COVID, so they 25 houses. They was put looking at and saying they wanted to get all what I'm saying, all this and that stuff. Baby, look at the home. Get the house you want is what he told her. She was like, okay, boo, okay, I'm gonna do that. All right, so boom, the first realtor, right? He was like, "Oh, we found a house that we like, XYZ, blase, blase." And the realtor was like, "Okay, what's up? You want to put a bid on it?" He was like, "Yeah, of course. Let's do that." So he was like, "Bet." So, online, because I had brought my first house a couple of years back. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I didn't wear a black bra. I apologize. Y'all gonna keep seeing my little blue. All right, but listen. So what had happened was, the first this is the first house, the first realtor. He was like, I'm putting a bid in, and you know what I'm saying. And so the house is, we got it. Not we got it, but you know what I'm saying. They accepted the bid and all the other good stuff. So we're just waiting for it to be inspected, because when you want to buy a house, the inspector come out and they tell you, oh, the roof is this and this is that. I had to go through that too. So when I moved in, I knew what I had to replace, if the house was worth it, and all that other good stuff, because it was my first house. I was able to get that first house. The loaner is something that I had got that helped me pay for a lot of stuff. But the house that you buy has to be in a certain condition. That's how I know about all that stuff. And the townhouse, this one that I got, it was good. Like the roof was pretty new and all that other stuff. So the first house, they was like, okay, whatever. And I forgot what it's called. It's put on, I forgot. I forgot what it's called when it's in the middle. Do y'all remember what that's called? Ooh, when they hold it for you after you put the bid in, they accept it. I forgot what it's called, but he was like, "Yeah, I put the bid in." So then the realtor called her up, and she was like, "What's that?" He was like, "Nothing." So are y'all gonna put a bid in the house, or what? And she was like, "I thought he did." And the realtor was like, "No, no, he didn't." And so she was like, "Hey, babe, I thought you put a bid in on the house." And he was like, "I did." She was like, "Well, the realtor told me that you." He was like, "Why he talking to you?" I didn't go through him. I went through my friend. And she was like, "Oh." But because online it did say that it was off the market. I forgot the name. I forgot, y'all. What's it called when someone puts a bid on a house? I'm about to look it up because I can't think of exactly what it's called. Let me Google house buying. House buying. What's the process? Okay. Um. What is the 12 steps? Decide, calculate. Do do do. I forgot what it's called, y'all. I can't think of it. But no, not the offer. It's when, but you see it online when someone is trying to um when someone is trying to buy a house, it's something I forgot, y'all. Let me see. All right, I'm trying to think. Get the mortgage, hire real estate, make an offer. No, not close. It's the other one. I can't think of it. But the house says it when after you made the offer and they said okay. I can't think of it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look it up. Let me see. Let me go to her. It's not pending. Hold on. I'm about to play a little bit of her joint and see if she says it. Let's go here. All right.
Oh, why wouldn't you know? Like, he told me he put the offer in, and he had paid earnest.
All right, here.
The realtor would call me, because one thing that the realtor told us, he was like, if the woman likes the house, typically the house is going to get bought. So he kind of dealt with me a bit more than he did my ex-husband. And again, this is April 2020. This is before we got married. So at the time, he was my boyfriend. So the realtor was calling me and was like, hey, I put the offer in, and what they're asking for is proof of funds. And I know I did not know anything at this time about buying a house. So I was like, hey, you probably need to talk to him, because I'm not even listed on the mortgage. Like, from the paperwork I saw, it was only in his name. So he called him. I guess they talked. I was not there, but I'm assuming that they had talked. So the boyfriend is coming, my ex is coming home saying, yeah, I talked to so-and-so. I sent him over the paperwork. The offer was approved, and they are going to try to do a virtual closing. First, we got to do an inspection. If the inspection goes all well, then we have to do a virtual closing. He also told me that he put down earnest money on the home. He put down, I believe, $5,000. He said, I just transferred the money over to the realtor's account or whatever, so that it could be earnest money for the house.
Now, this is the first house. Mind you, this has happened. Like, this is the first one. They go through three of these situations, but this is the first one. And I just want to play this little part because I can't think of the word.
So I'm just like, okay, great. He was like, so realistically, this is April. We should be able to get in that house by June. Okay.
No. I just noticed my good sis is driving in the car with those little rollers. You know them rollers you put in your hair? Child.
No problem. So this is what he told me. About 3 or 4 days later, I get a phone call from the realtor. And the realtor is like, hey, I'm just checking to see what you guys want to do about that house. So I was confused. I'm at work. And I said, oh, I was told that he put an offer in. And the realtor was like, he did? I didn't know that he put an offer in. And I said, well, why wouldn't you know? Like, he told me he put the offer in, and he had paid earnest money, $5,000 earnest money. And so the realtor was like, well, let me call him and find out what's going on with that, because I didn't know anything about it. So red flag, of course. So I call him, and he, in true narcissistic nature, he flips the script, and he like goes off. He's like cussing, going off, like he shouldn't, excuse me, I have hiccups. He shouldn't be calling you. If he has a question, he should call me, because I'm the one that's on a mortgage. He was like, and now it's going to be an issue. And I said, well, did you put the offer in with him or not? And he said, no, I did not put the offer in with him. I put the offer in with a friend of mine who is a realtor, so I can give him the business. So I did not hear from that realtor again. So I was just like, is the house under contract or is it not? He was like, yes, the house is under contract.
Under contract. That's it. Under contract. Woo! Yo! Under contract. So he told her the house was under contract, but the house did say under contract online. So, because when you're buying a house, you can look up online, and online it'll tell, oh, you know what I'm saying, if the house is, for sale, or if it's under contract and then sold. And that's how widows say online, y'all. When I bought my house, I was checking all the time. I felt so special. I did. Okay, so that's what it was, under contract. And so he was like, "Yeah, I did it with my friend. I ain't do it with him. I want to get the XYZ. I want to get my friend the business. I want to get my friend the money." She was like, "All right, bet we can do that. That's what's up." All right, so boom. Come to find out, y'all, they don't get that house. All right. So she finds out, she knows that he's lying, right? And this is where she got it wrong. She knew that he was lying. She knew he was fabricating. She knew the shit he was saying wasn't real. But she kept letting him slide, girl. She kept letting him slide like Afro glide. Like, just let yourself slide. That. She let him slide. Feel it oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Yeah. I'm telling you. She was letting the soul glow for that man. She was letting his sound. She was. I'm telling you. And so he was like, girl, I would have been mad too. I don't know what sis was on. I don't know what sis was on, Sheree. All right, so look, so boom, they don't get that house. She is pregnant. She doesn't have the baby. She has a miscarriage. I believe she was around 2 months pregnant or almost 2 months when she had the miscarriage. Um, they asked her, okay, you could have the baby will pass naturally, or you could take some pills. She said, I'm gonna take the pills. She took the pills the day after his birthday, was in so much pain. She went back to the doctors. They was like, okay, sis, you're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to do a procedure to get the rest of the baby out of there because you're not cleaned out. She was like, oh my God, okay. Her husband was like, oh my God, listen, not her husband, he wasn't her husband yet. Her boyfriend, her fiance at this point in time. Let me tell you how this Negro, how he proposed to her. This Negro was like, so if we get married, what ring would you like? Had her pick out 3 rings, and then he brought the one eventually that she said that she liked. And so then he slid across the table to her and was like, I guess we're married now. What? Child. All right. So her then the fiance was like, "Oh, I got a promotion at work, and I have a meeting on that." Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I have a meeting on that day, so I'm not gonna be able to take you to the hospital. But my sister, he said, my sister can take you. She said, your sister who? Oh, what did he say his sister was? Shantae or something like that, right? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. He said, my sister. Hold on, y'all, because I'm about to. I found. Look, we found all these people. We found them all. When I tell you, it was not a near stone uneffing turn. All of these people was found, y'all. So hold on. He said my sister. Let me see. I don't want to go to his because I'm not trying to go on his Facebook for y'all just yet. Not yet, y'all. All right, so his sister, I think her name was Shantae or something like that. I'm trying to find it. I think her name was Shantae or something of that nature. So he said his sister, Shantae, um, will take you. My sister will take you to the hospital. And she was like, I don't know that person. I don't know Shantae at all. So I don't want her taking me to the hospital. She said, I want you. He was like, I can't take you to the hospital. I'm sorry, baby. But she was like, fine, I have my friend take me to the hospital. He was like, all right, then your friend can take you, your friend can do it. And she was like, all right, bet. Because he said he had 3 brothers, I believe, and 2 sisters. And so, yeah, he said he had 3 brothers, 2 sisters. His mom and dad had passed. And also, um, his mom and dad had passed. And when they were together, his uncle passed while they were in a relationship. And his grandma died while they were in a relationship. Okay. That was the story. That was the story. Okay. He went to college football in California. He just moved to Georgia because all of this take place in Georgia, y'all. And he just recently moved to Georgia. Y'all, y'all, y'all. All right, so she has the miscarriage, and they call him and like, okay, well the procedure's done. You're gonna have to come and get her, in about an hour. He was like, okay, this nigga didn't show up until like 3 or so hours later. Talking some traffic. Talking about traffic. No, no. All right. So, oh, and boom. So, they get home and hold on, y'all. They get home and she had her miscarriage, there and he is continuously looking for a house. He got this heifer looking for a whole house. And I didn't mean to call her heifer. And also because he said that he got a new he got he got a promotion. He's looking for a car. Because he wants her to have a new car. He wants her to have a new house. Y'all, this nigga is so many lies. It's so many lies. Okay, hold on. All right. So hold on. Let's play a little bit more.
So
This is part 15. I skipped ahead a little bit because I kind of gave y'all a rundown.
anyway, because this is not a forum to be all R-rated or whatnot, but y'all get what I'm saying. So we got married January 5th. January 6th, I went to work. It was a lot of people congratulated me because it kind of word got out that I got married. January 7th, I filed the paperwork to change my last name. And if you were following me, you can go back like 15, 16 videos, and I talk about how I had to change my name back to my maiden name. But I changed my name within about 3 days of getting married. My attitude was, this is the bed that I made. I'm gonna do right by him. I'm gonna do right by my marriage. I took marriage seriously. And when I married him, I absolutely married him thinking I'm going to be with you for the next 40, 50 years. So we're going to figure this shit out. That was my mindset. I did not get married to turn around and be divorced in 6 months. But I got married January 5th, 2021. And by January 31st, I knew I was in serious trouble. So that is where we are. The next set of videos, the next set of all this will be me talking about how things went downhill before it crashed and I found everything out. In the meantime, tomorrow is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. The fuck did I marry? This is the interlude, basically. I'm not recapping on this video. I'm just kind of, so when I think back on it, there's things that I'm very, very grateful for. There are things that were, so happy and, they're in these loving marriages.
Damn, I am steadily talking. I'm so sorry. I had this shit muted. I had it muted. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep muting myself. I don't know, y'all. I'm not gonna mute myself no more. If I talk over it, I just talk over it. Y'all laughing at me. You know you're good, sis. I don't. Just excuse me, y'all. Y'all, listen. This man done told this heifer he only had one ex-wife. He said he had one ex-wife, and he said I married her in California, and she did me wrong. She took my cash. She said I can kiss her ass. He said she cheated on me, and I couldn't take it no more. So I got in the plane and I flew down here to Georgia. He said I had to. He said he had to, y'all, because he was going through it. I was into it, girl. I'm telling you, he was like, I got on the plane and he said, I had to get away. I had to fly away. That's what he was saying. He said, because I couldn't take it. And so she was like, oh my God, baby. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This nigga got up every morning. Listen, this is crazy. This, I don't know what is going. This nigga got up every morning and sat and talked to his brother for 45 minutes every morning for that family connection. Because he loved his brother and his brother loved him. It was his oldest brother. Okay. She met this brother. She met this nigga face to motherfucking face to face. Hey. She met him, okay? She knew this man. Or so she thought. So, yeah. So, look, this motherfucker was having full-blown conversations with his family and his friends. And she said the conversations was like this. He get on the phone. What's up? How you doing? This how the conversation was. Oh, yeah, she right here. Hey, boo. My brother said hi. And she be like, hey, tell him I said what's up. And he was like, you heard her? At 45 minutes, this nigga was on the phone talking to his peoples. He was talking to his family. He had the friends and family package, okay? Y'all, now they saying he really got that package. But hold on, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Cause your good sis got the tea. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? They still in the townhouse. Her lease is up. Her lease is going to be up soon. So she's like, we got to find a house. We got to find a house. We got to find a house. And he was like, okay, baby, let's find a house. So the second house, he was like, we're going to put her all cash offer on it. It was like a $690 something house, $690,000 house. He said, we're going to put an all cash offer on it. She was like, all right, bet. And so PG or P goes, you always got to say something. You sick? I'm sorry you're sick, sir. All right, but listen, you got to listen. Stop. All right, so he was like, we're going to put a whole cash offer on it. She was like, all right, bet. Oh, thank you guys for the likes. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. All right, so listen. And so he was like, all right, send the paperwork. We're going to put the whole cash live on it. I'm whole cash live. Oh my God. I'm reading. Please share the live and talk at the same time. Your good sis got the ADHD. He was like, we're going to put an all cash offer on it. He signed the paperwork. He signed this. He signed that. All right. So bet. Hold on. I'm skipping ahead. Let me go back. I'm going to do this a little bit because I'm going to forget some things. They get married. All right. They get married. This man, she was having her doubts because he lies. He lies a lot. And so she was like, when he put his social security number on the marriage license, she remembered it. She remembered it. And then she did a background check on him and nothing came up. So she kept second guessing herself because she said she saw he showed her his bank account, his checking account, and his savings account. But he said he had another savings account, and she said he had another savings account and the offshore account that he had. He refused to show her at all. But he showed her his checking and his savings. And she was like, I don't need to not believe him because I've seen those proof of those months. All right. So balloon fast forward. They go this. He was like, I'm gonna put a hard cash offer on the house. And she was like, okay. So they sign all the paperwork and they give it to the person. And so he was like, all right, we just need proof of funds. We need you to prove that you have this money. Child, it is a long ass fucking process to get a house. It is so much because they want like a year or 2 years of your bank statements and everything. Child, I had to give them like years or 2 years worth of a lot of proof that I had an income. and I would be able to pay for this house. And so he was like, no, he said, I will give them the proof of income, or I will give them, my money if, after they accept my offer. And it was like, this is not how it goes. And the realtor was like, you know what, it's my fault because I should have got all of this information from you in the beginning. And so she was like, they're not going to accept, they don't want to do nothing unless you show that you can prove that you make this the second house, y'all. And so he was like, he was not going to budge, y'all. He was like, I'm not showing y'all no proof of money until y'all accept my offer. So they didn't get that house because they was not budging. They was like, I ain't no, okay, no. All right, and boom, let's go. Fast forward a little bit more. Let me let her talk a little bit. A little bit. Okay, fast forward.
At me. I said, so you think that he showed up to the house uninvited after 2 years? And he was like, well, whoever it was clearly was comfortable backing into our driveway, getting out.
All right, so right here, she said after they got married, she said he said some nigga just came to the house and knocked on the door and asked for you. And she was like, we've been together for he was like, I think it was your ex. And she was like, why would my ex pop up? So she has the little thing on the door when your door open and close, it tell you. And it said that it was open for just 60 seconds. She was like, that wasn't enough time. She calls the neighbor, was like, hey, yo, question. Do you see somebody pulling up in my driveway on your little ring alarm, or your little security stuff? And she was like, nah, girl, ain't nobody coming to your house all day. So this nigga was trying to put that on her, because she wanted to see how he would he wanted to see how she would react. So yeah, he was playing them kind of games. He continuously played games.
We continued counseling with them up until a week before I found out what I found out, and he got kicked out. So one of the first things that the pastor kind of talked to us about was, what was the deal with the Facebook Messenger stuff?
Girl, she found out he was on Facebook Messenger over there sending out all the little sex loving pictures and all of that stuff, girl. And he was like, I apologize. She gonna have to get over it type shit. And he started really showing his true colors after they got married, y'all. All right, so hold on, cause see what I want to do is go to the part 2, because the part 2 is the one that has like
June 17th,
2021. I want y'all to actually watch it.
He never told her that, and that she's old and she didn't know what she was talking about. Omar, the brother in Augusta, the brother in Baltimore. It is a complete understatement. It's fair to say
finds out the lies, and I want you guys to watch this.
How he was arrested for disappearing. Kind of confronted him, number one, about having a twin. That's when he tells me, I don't know why I lied, but I don't really talk about him. Number two, I asked him why did he get fired from the condiment company. His story is that he got fired because he had helped a truck driver and he was not supposed to. I know it's a lie. Y'all don't even have to tell me. I know it's a lie. Number three, I asked him, why did you tell your aunt that we had a baby? He claims he never told her that, and that she's old and she didn't know what she was talking about. So then I asked him if he was ever in trouble where he's been arrested. And he said, yeah, I've been arrested as a juvenile, but my father had my record expunged. I said, were you ever arrested as an adult? He said, no, I never been arrested as an adult.
Y'all, this is after she found proof that nigga was arrested as an adult. She talked like that because I sped it up. She found proof that this nigga used to spend weekends in jail for impersonating a daggone popo officer, y'all. Yes, she did. And so he's lying. Like, after she found it, he's lying. So
you never went to weekend jail? He said, no, I don't even know what that is. So he doesn't know what weekend jail is. That's his story. And so he was still standing by the lies he told me. So finally, I just asked him, and this is where I asked him, because you easily could have just stayed dating or been the boyfriend or just moved on with your life. Like, you didn't have to marry me. You didn't have to pull me into a marriage and make me think that this is what you wanted. This is what he said to me on that phone call. He said, I had to marry you. And I was like, no, you didn't. He said, yes, I did. He said, I knew full well from day one that there was no way you were going to stay my girlfriend for longer than a year. He said, I knew it. He said, I knew in order to keep you, I was going to have to marry you. Y'all, my jaw hit the ground. I could not believe he said that. And he said it so matter of fact. And I was like, that is the most fucked up thing you could ever say. Part 44, who did I marry? The videos that you saw earlier were filmed earlier today. And yes, I'm aware. It was brought to my attention. I had to make a decision whether or not to finish, keep my word, or stop, disappear. I mean, disappear. Okay, let's finish. So, first of all, let me say this. It is not easy telling this story. It's entertaining. I know it's gone viral, but it is not easy telling this story. I made a decision to tell the story. I made a decision to share my story, what I went through, in hopes that it helps just one person. But I would be remiss if I didn't tell you all. It is not easy telling this story, to relive it, to face certain things out loud that I had to face internally. Just want to say that. So I will push forward to finish, but today got to me. The toll of this got to me today. So I know that you all are like, we're waiting on the next part. We're waiting on the next part. I appreciate that. And I get it. Because if I was in those shoes, I would be waiting too and be like, where is it? So I understand that. But the toll was real today. All right. So with that being said, we are still in July of 2021. I talked to the brother Chris. I talked to the aunt. I talked to all these people. And now was the time where I saw the receipts for the weekend jail type thing. So I went ahead and did a search for his criminal history. I ran his criminal history. I did that on my own at home with my money. So this was not, I think someone had asked if I did anything with my job. No, I did not. I know better. So I ran a criminal history, or I paid for a criminal background report. For him to say that he appreciates law enforcement so much, it was obviously a lie, because the criminal history showed that he had been arrested for criminal trespassing. He had been arrested for like suspended license, suspended registration. But the big thing was impersonating an officer.
Girl.
If you don't know anything about impersonating an officer, it is a felony. Period, point blank. As sure as Peachtree runs from Bankhead to Buckhead, it is a felony. So
Girl, tell them the
seeing
story.
that,
Girl, my bad.
seeing
I
what
had to
court
go
it was
to
in,
the bathroom.
I did another open
And
records
give me
request
some more
for the
orange
incident
juice.
report. I wanted to know exactly what the circumstances were, especially given the fact that I worked in law enforcement at the time. What were the circumstances as to how he was arrested for impersonating an officer? So I did an open records request. I got the incident report, and I'm tired of saying my jaw hit the floor. But on this one, my jaw hit the fucking floor.
It did.
I respect law enforcement. Again, I was working in an agency with a lot of great men and women. Basically, what the incident report, I'm paraphrasing it because I don't have it sitting in front of me. Basically, what the incident report shows is that he pretended to be an officer using a badge. I later found out it was the badge that his dad had as a former correction officer. Same last name. So he was pretending to be a police officer at an apartment complex on the south side of Atlanta, and proceeded to tell people that he was an investigator and he was looking for drugs. He also proceeded to try to pat down someone, and then also proceeded to try to go into a woman's apartment and do a search. This is in the incident report. So naturally, the woman who he was trying to get into her apartment to do a search happened to either work with or worked at a local police department. So she just simply called her coworkers or called her homeboys or whatever. And so he was subsequently arrested and subsequently was charged and found guilty. That is what I found in his criminal record report. It is fair to note, had I known that he had a criminal history, we never would have even finished date number 1. Some things I'm just not going to get involved.
Well, guess what, y'all? Not only did he have a criminal history, he had a whole nother wife. Remember I told y'all he said he had one wife. Uh-huh. Well, he lying. He be in the cut with the wife. He be lying. Look, he had a first wife. He had a first wife named Latoya, y'all. Okay. That the wife that he said he left in California and he never lived in California, that was his second wife. She's the number 3. How did she know that? Because she found his she found his mama's obituary, and it had him and his wife Latoya in there. And she's like, well, who's Latoya? I never heard of Latoya. Child, she called the first wife. The first wife told her about, she called the second wife, the one right before her. Second wife told her about the first wife. Y'all, look.
If I know from the rip. So what does this mean? Again, we've been going over what's the lie, what can you confirm? I can confirm that there was no way that this man ever had a passport to take me to London. When he claimed that he was voting in the election, there's no way that he did, because he tried to tell me that he was still a registered voter in California and that he did it online. I knew it was a lie, but again, at this point in July, I'm able to confirm that, yeah, you never had a passport. You never voted. The small things that mean something to me, he never did it. He wasn't eligible to.
Not at all.
So now I know that not only have you, yes, been arrested. Now, what happened as a juvenile, I don't care, but you have been arrested. You have done some sort of time. And now it explains why you knew your way around the county so well. If you go back to the previous videos, I had mentioned that I was wondering, how do you know your way around here? And the story was his sister used to live in this county, and he would come visit when he would fly in from California. when he would go see his parents in Augusta. That was the story. So that explains the criminal.
But look. He had a first wife, y'all. I ain't holding y'all. And you know your good sis ain't lying to y'all. So let Latoya his first wife. That who that was, and this who that is. Right here. Let's see what his first wife, Latoya, has to say.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room because it's been brought to my attention that my ex-husband is out here in these streets disturbing individuals as he always has, and I have been brought into this. Let me first say, this chapter of my life is closed. I have moved on. It's been more than 10 years. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm good, okay? But after I say this, let's just leave it alone. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm not going to address it anymore because I have nothing to do with this. This is my past life. The book is closed, okay? So Legion, as y'all call him, is a despicable, nasty, and vile individual.
Izzy sis.
I fell for the trap over 10 years ago. Yes, he was charming, and I was broken mentally, okay? Understand, self-love was not here at all for me to actually love myself enough to understand that this is not love. He manipulated me. He loved bombed me. All of the, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that and everything else. Yes, all of these things were said to me. Guess what? None of it happened. He's manipulative and he literally tried to ruin my life. He had family turn against me because he wanted to tell people lies about me and things of that nature. And unfortunately, he's very, very good at what he does. It took me many, many, many years to get past that. I have healed. And with this situation being brought back to me, it's like cutting me back open with a dagger because I was already healed up. The Band-Aid had been left. I've gotten married. I'm happy. Been good, right? But this man is a pathological liar. He gave up all types of promises, but to the cars and houses, just like Risa. But guess what? None of that ever came to pass, right? So I just need for people to know that this situation was traumatic as hell for me. And then I hear about, because I've not watched any of the videos, because for what? Like, it's not my business anymore. I feel bad for anybody that he comes into contact with. And I will tell any female that sees his picture, don't ever, just let it go. Because he needs some serious mental help and he needs to be evaluated and be locked away. So that's what I will say. And as far as like me not filing for divorce, I didn't file for divorce because I was afraid for my life. I didn't want to be served. In order for me to file, I would have to tell him where exactly I was.
Now, good sis, remember you said they said she was lying, good sis. That woman said in her life that she did not want that man to know where she lived. She was scared. And the thing is that when that man, when they exposed who he is, and I'm gonna show y'all who he is. When they exposed who he is, you can see that she was visibly afraid. She is still, this happened in 2021, 2020, and she is still physically afraid of this man. He is that bad. I believe everything she said, and we're gonna see. Because not only is she talking, but guess who else got a video out? He has a reply, y'all. He has been put out there. I'm going to show y'all his reply too. And guess who else? Guess who else your good sis got it for y'all? His stepson. The ex-wife, the one after her, because she was wife number one. That's Latoya. The wife after her son came out. The son came out. Oh, I'm giving y'all all the tea. I told y'all when your good sis gets nosy, your good sis gets nosy. I'm not playing. And I was in this joint sick, and all I had to do was get nosy. So let's finish.
And I didn't want him to know that. So no, I absolutely was not filing because I was afraid at the time. But guess what? It was ended before it even really started. But at the same token, I still was very, very, very not mentally, in love with myself. So that's one of the things that really got me. So I genuinely feel empathy for the women that have been down his path. When all this stuff was going on with him and I, there was no social media, TikTok or anything like that. But at the same token, I just wanted to heal through my processes. I didn't want to sit there and have to tell the whole world my business because I'm a very private person and I don't do trauma. I will also say this. I did not hit Legion at all. I did not hit this man. He went to jail because he was impersonating a police officer, telling people that he was a detective of the police department in Atlanta, Georgia. And
that woman did not lie. That woman, Reese, didn't lie. All these people are going to corroborate everything that she said. Watch.
is why he went to jail, also for stalking one of the guards that were over where we lived at. That is why he went to jail. So he didn't go to jail because of we never went to court about me putting my hands on him. My son did, yes, interact with him. And my son, yes, he did put his hands on him because he threatened me for the last time. And enough was enough.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
As you go through life,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was her son that came out and not the other one's son. But somebody's kid, one of these women's kids' son came out, y'all. I think it might have been hers, but somebody's son came out. We're going to listen to that too, but let me go.
Either sit down and continue to take it, or you can get up and triumph and do what you need to do so that you can make your life better. And at that point, enough was enough for me. I was done. I was no longer going to be the victim because I'm not a victim. I'm not a doormat. You can't step on me. You can't do whatever you want to do to me and me take it. So I left.
She rolled out.
I will also say, I need people to understand this is my life we're talking about, right? So this situation is triggering, but it's triggering me because it needs to be said. But it's one of those things where I was okay with not saying it. I was good. After this conversation, after I'm done saying my piece, if anybody wants to actually, know how I healed from all of this, you're more than welcome to go, click into my link on my Ms. Missouri page on Facebook. And you're more than welcome to listen to my show tonight, because my Health, My Mind and Body radio show is literally about healing. And my show tonight is about elevating your mental. And I've been elevating my mental for years. Be on my end anyways. You guys can continue talking about it if you like, but I'm done because I'm not a victim. I got out and I moved on. I am not attached to this man. Don't want to be attached to this man. He's out of my life, been out of my life all of these years, and don't want to have anything to do with him. So that's just that. If anybody wants to know how I triumphed through all of this.
Girl, we know. Go to your little show. Dang. Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't know why. I'm gonna change when I can. All right, so hold on. Let's go back to my good sis, because I need y'all to understand. I need you guys. I need y'all to understand how messed up this man was, for real. First of all, the first job that he had was he said that he was a VP. He wasn't. That mother effer was a temp. He was a temp. He said that he worked was a VP for the little company he was at. Nah, he worked the forklift.
And I'm also going to take you guys back and remind you when I had to go.
That man said, look, that man also said that, he said, let me show you where my parents are buried. He took her to a cemetery and showed her a plot that had the same last name that he has. Come to find out, he only noted that plot's right there because the nigga used to work at the cemetery. That ain't even his family in that plot. He ain't never lived in California. He got 2 brothers, no sisters. And his brother that he has a twin, and his twin name is Michael.
From a polygraph, and how the polygrapher had asked me, met the brother in Augusta, and I had met the brother in Baltimore. These are people I've met. The brother in Baltimore I talked to on FaceTime. The brother in Augusta I've actually physically met, hugged, shake hands, all that. So I reached out on Facebook to people that I remember him talking about all the time. The friend Omar, the brother in Augusta, the brother in Baltimore. another cousin in Augusta. I was doing a search for these people's names, just like, hey, have you heard from Legion? The brother in Augusta told me, no, I haven't heard from him. I've been trying to reach him, but the phone's going straight to voicemail. I knew he was living in his car. So my brain was doing everything it could not to go on the deep end. I reached out on Facebook to the brother in Baltimore. And I said, hey, gave him my name. And I said, have you heard from Legion? Now, mind you, the brother in Baltimore and him have talked on speakerphone. I guess it's important that I make that distinction. They have talked on speakerphone. So I know that they have talked at least in 2020. So I said to him, again, according to Legion, they talk all the time, but I've heard them on the phone in 2020. So I said, have you talked to him? The brother from Baltimore informs me, no, I ain't talked to him. He owes me money. So I ain't got nothing to say to him. And I said, wait a second, like, he was telling me that y'all are brothers. He was like, man, he's like a brother, but I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with him because he owes me money. So they had not spoken. This is now July 2021. They had not spoken in well over 6 months.
Mm.
So all the phone calls, this is what it means, guys. All the phone calls that he had with the brother in Baltimore in 2021 were not real. Then I reached out to the Omar guy, and I remember the story was that he and him known each other's years since California, worked together at the condiment company.
Mm.
I reached out to Omar and said, have you heard from Legion by any chance? Explained who I was. He responds with, and I'll never forget it. He responds with, no, I have not heard from him. I have absolutely no contact with him whatsoever. We are not friends, and I would appreciate if you do not reach out to me again about him.
Mm.
The stories I was told was that this dude is supposedly his best friend. Shocking moment.
Mm.
So they had not spoken in years. They're not cool. He does not fool with him. Okay. Went on to the next person, a female cousin I had met. She said, no, I have not heard from him. Why would I hear from him? We don't really talk. Like, I think she was genuinely weirded out by the fact that I'm reaching out to her out of the blue asking, hey, by any chance, have you talked to my soon-to-be ex-husband? So what I discovered because he ended up being gone for 2 weeks. What I discovered in those 2 weeks, let me be very clear with the statement I'm getting ready to make. I reached out to every person I know who apparently has had some form of relationship with him. Either he said that they were friends, they talked on the phone, he said they hung out. The brother in Baltimore, I was told, had been to the house while I was at work. Brother in Baltimore said, no, that never happened. I've never been to your house. All these people knew that Legion was a liar. And I think that they all felt bad, with the exception of the Omar guy, felt bad that I was kind of just discovering what they've known for years. In those 2 weeks, I found out every single person I reached out to, not a single one of them gave a shit if that man was dead or alive. All of them had the attitude, some even said it, no, I haven't heard from him. I don't care to hear from him. It was as if, for me, it was such a sad moment because I discovered this man has no friends.
Okay, so guess what, y'all? He replied, y'all. He replied to the shenanigans. Let's play his rebuttal. And I need y'all to watch the whole saga if y'all can. Watch the whole saga, y'all. Because I can't do it. I can't do it. I got 2 more stories to talk about, and it's already been an hour. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. That is him right there. Jerome McCoy. That's him right there. Let's see what he got to say.
But my message to her is, please stop lying to these people, and you can tell them the real reason I left you. You cheated. I caught you in the house with Bradley, and we went to marriage counseling, didn't work, and we broke up.
Girl, guess what? I found Bradley too. We found Bradley too. We found Bradley too. But while I'm on here, let's listen to the stepson. Let me see. This is his ex-stepson.
Really paying no mind to it. I'm still fucking young. I'm still in high school and shit like that. So, but more down the line, my mother started talking to his mom, before she passed, rest her soul, and rest his father's soul, before they passed.
The first wife's son. Okay.
And they was telling her basically the truth. You know what I'm saying? That man is from Augusta, Georgia. His family is from Augusta, Georgia. And the life that he be trying to portray is a life that's better than his twin brothers. The brother that he's trying to portray as is his twin.
Michael.
His brother always did better than him in life. And I guess there was favoritism, you know what I'm saying, towards him. So he's always trying to be like his brother. And I feel like that's where a lot of lies come from. You know what I'm saying? He was just very manipulative, like just the shit that he would do to my mom and how he would just treat my mother. And like my mom couldn't get no sleep. Like she'd be up all night because he wouldn't let her go to bed because he's just talking her head off. Talking. Won't let her rest. she had to get on meds and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My mom don't really, she don't really want to talk too much about the situation. She's gonna talk a little bit of it tomorrow on her radio show, but she don't really want to get too deep into it. And I don't really know too much about what they had going on either. I just know about what I seen, you know what I'm saying? And the type of time that he was on, he had issues, bro. He had problems. And like he would get upset if my mother showed, her children affection and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he would just lie about unnecessary things. It got to the point where it became comedic. Like it became comedy because we knew he was just full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But the only problem that I had with him was how he would talk to my mother and threaten her because he was bigger than her and shit like that. And that's how me and him ended up knuckling.
Hold on. She said, my good sis was like, he sound like Jack. Let me tell you, I'm not going to hold you. I feel bad for people with mental health issues. So at the end of the story, so I'm going to tell you at the end of the story, she got him locked up. He was in the back of the cop car and she was like, you leave me alone. Don't you ever talk to me? And he was like, I know. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I won't. And it's like, let me tell y'all, this man was holding conversations with himself. Every phone call that she witnessed, and he would get up. He would get up every fucking morning and have a 45-minute phone call with his brother. It wasn't real. It wasn't real, y'all. This man was talking to nobody. Like he was having full-blown conversations with himself on the phone. Like this shit runs deep. Like he's fucked up. Excuse my language, but he's really messed up. And his issues run deep. For him to be sitting having every morning like clockwork having a conversation with yourself, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Yeah. That shit that kind of hurt me. I I am a softie for people with mental health because I'm an emotional gangster. I'm still a G, y'all, though. But still, for real, nah, that shit was wild. That was wild. I ain't never. Nah, P, you start that and you ain't coming back in my house. If I ever find out you holding whole conversations, I will get you need to go. Something like, nah, bro. Nah, you ain't doing that. You is not. That's not okay. This man was, I'm a G. Don't hate. I'm a G a little bit. I'm a lowercase G. Okay. Don't come for me. Okay. I might not be uppercase. Okay, I might be cursive. Maybe because I'm also bougie. So I'm a cursive lowercase G. Don't hate. Don't hate. The fancy kind. Okay? He trying to hate, y'all. Don't be hating. But yeah, like he was real live talking to himself. And that shit, when I heard that, I just, yo, I had to get out my DSM. I'm like, this is different. Like we want to call him a narcissist, but I had to get my DSM. I'm like, nah, this is something else. Like it could be narcissism. He could have narcissistic traits, but every morning to hold a 45-minute conversation with yourself, I had to call some old professors. I had to email some people like, this is not, somebody tell me, like, what the fuck? And then he went to the mental facility after him and his wife broke up because he didn't want to be in his car no more. And so how could they like, but you know what, people like him and Jag, and we talking about Jag next, y'all. We gonna talk this bitch, that bitch crazy. Hey Gail, baby. But they are very good at manipulation. And I'm pretty sure he did, but he really needs that help. Like he is sick. Like he is real life sick. And it's sad that people like him fuck up other people's lives. But oh, also he was cheating with this heifer named Peaches. Cheating, y'all. So listen, y'all, listen, because it's good. This the part right here. This the part right here. So y'all gotta listen. He was cheating with this heifer named Peaches, right? Come to find out, him and Peaches was get let's get it on. And she found them text messages, and that's when she filed for divorce. So after he done hunched on Peaches, this nigga got sick. He said it was an old football injury in his leg, but we done already found out that Aunt, look, I keep telling you, you need to talk to your Aunt Peaches. All right, because Peaches, she out there cutting up, P. Okay? So listen, after he hunched on Peaches, right? P Auntie, she was humping on Peaches. He got sick, y'all. His legs started hurting, and he was in so much mother effing pain that he couldn't even get up and go to the bathroom. This nigga was drinking Powerade and peeing in the bottles. When she put that man out, she told that man, "I'ma beat you like the bitch you are." That's what she said to him. I'm telling you, this is a Tyler Perry movie. "I'ma beat you like the bitch you are." Look, she told him that. And that's when he said he gonna leave. Because I'm telling you, once a girl get to the point, and I know I've been there, y'all. Once a woman get to the point where she started looking around the room and scoping the room for weapons, and that's what she said she was gonna do, you just need to leave, baby. Because she gonna hurt you. Because in her mind, she's already saying, okay, I'm gonna get locked up. I know this. I know I've been through this thought process. I'm gonna get locked up. I already know this. XYZ. I'm going to do, she's plotting. Child, so he done hunched Peaches. And let me see what my good sis say. She said, let me find out why hitting it from the back, he blew out his knee. No, sis. Ruth, Riri, my good aura sis. They're saying that man might have that package. They're saying he was in a group. I'ma show y'all all of this. He was in a group for people with the package. Y'all, look, when I tell you I was being no when if you ever hear me say your good sis was being nosy, best believe I got the best believe I have been nosy. All right, so let's listen to this. Let's listen to the stepson. Let's listen. Oh shit, I just started over. I
Want to get too deep into it, and I don't really know too much about what they had going on either. I just know about what I seen, you know what I'm saying, and the type of time that he was on. He had issues, bro. He had problems, and like he would get upset about if my mother showed, you know, her children affection and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And he would just lie about unnecessary things. It got to the point where it became comedic, like it became comedy because we knew he was just full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But the only problem that I had with him was how he would talk to my mother and threaten her because he was bigger than her and shit like that. And that's how me, you know what I'm saying, when I wasn't around. So I'm happy when I was there, I was able to keep some type of peace. But he hated us. He hated my mother's kids. He did not like the fact that we got any type of attention from her. He hated that shit. He did not like it. He would literally throw bitch fits, and like I told y'all, he'd keep my mother up all night just complaining about anything, anything. It was more.
He do sound like Jag. Ooh, y'all, Jag's coming up next, y'all. Jag is coming up next. But listen.
Of like just to hear that nigga, just to hear himself talk. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. There's so much shit. Like there's so much information, so much stuff, bro. And it's been a while too. So you know what I'm saying? He was a weird dude, man. And you would never really suspect it. Like he was so calculated with the shit. You know, before we knew anything, before, you know, when we were still in the dark about shit, he was calculated. Like the lady was telling y'all, like she said that she was shocked that he, you know, put this much effort and thought into shit. And like, I don't know, I don't know what was going on in his head. That's what the fuck he liked to do. That's what he was into. And he would just say anything, man. And it got to a point, me and my friends, we would fucking sit there and laugh at this nigga, man. Cause it was like, bro, you a joke, bro. You know? What I know is all his people from Augusta. Um, I couldn't really tell you too much of his childhood life, but like I said in the other video, he wasn't as popular as his twin. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he got the attention that he needed when he was a child. So I feel like a lot of that shit that he was doing, he's doing now has a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? Like the dude is I always had to, get in the middle of him and my mom. Uh he was always trying to, use he's a big dude. Like this is a big dude. He gotta be like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", and he got some weight on him. This is not a small man. You know what I'm saying? So I be it'd be uncomfortable as fuck, dog. It'd be uncomfortable, when it got like that. But, he didn't do no drugs and no other shit like that, but he was a dickhead, dog. And just how he talked and how he did everything, he was just a dickhead. And after a while, it got to the point where my mother was just like, well, we gon' because the motherfucker was a provider, so he made sure my mother was straight. So at that point, a lot of the shit she let go one ear and out the other. And while she was trying to make her moves and get herself situated so she could do what she needed to do, type shit. So we really laughed at that nigga a lot of the time. To be honest with you, we didn't take him serious because we knew everything. By the time we knew about him lying and shit like that, it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like he wasn't no motherfucking like, oh my God, we scared of this dude. He gonna kill us. But like he would get aggressive sometimes with my mom, and I would have to step in. And I really feel like if I wasn't there, I felt like he would have did you know worse things to my mother. My mother doesn't talk to me about her issues and her problems, so he might have done things.
Y'all, let me introduce this man. Let me introduce y'all to this. Look, this is Facebook. All right, so he took this Facebook picture after he lost all that weight. Remember, I told you guys, I said after he done hunched on peaches, he had lost a lot of weight. All right, mm, y'all. So this is his Facebook. It's private now, and not only is it private, I should have did some screenshots. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all know y'all good. I be busy. Even I be working. Like I don't ever stop working, like ever. And y'all know I let it cook. So I be busy. I didn't take the screenshots. But this is his Facebook. And a lot of people did take the screenshots before he privated it. His brother name is Michael. His twin. His twin name is Michael. And his twin privated his shit too. I did see a lot of it before it got private. I'm going when I get to the point where I can play stuff, I'm gonna go change my shirt, y'all, because it's really bothering me and I'm so sorry. But um this is his Facebook. This is the picture he took after he lost all that weight that she said that he lost. And you could see it. He did lose it. Like you could tell that she's not lying. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next slide. This is when they got married, January 8th, right? And then remember, she said he left his job. He said he left it because he wanted to. No, he got fired. He got fired. He got fired. I'm not celebrating the man getting fired. Y'all know I like to sing and shit. Y'all know I'm weird. All right. So after he said this is I'm in a relationship. This is when him and Reese they started liking each other and shit like that. So and this is the clothes. This is the clothes that she had to pack up. Remember she said that he had all them belts and shit? That's the closet. All right. Let me see. This is when he was homeless. This is his Facebook, y'all. Y'all remember she said he was homeless and he was like, "Oh, I need for someone to let me sleep on their couch, please. I really need help." And he had his little bubble right here showing where he was at. So him saying this, "Oh, this isn't me. Oh, she's lying." Y'all, no, she's not. This is how he looked when he was working at that little packing company. Okay. And this is when he was supposed to be the VP. That's the car. This the car he had all his stuff in, and she snatched up. This is him after he lost some of that weight. That really, well, I guess they're twins, but this is look, Trish. Oh heck no, too soon. And he was like, I'll have call you. Huh? I haven't received your call. I don't know about that. Yet I need to see for myself. So quick. It's like boom, bam, pow, no damn breaks. Before you're back at it again and again. I haven't seen one missed call from then. You know I return all your calls. Okay. If you love it, I like it. But I'm here in case of emergency. So that was in 2020. All right. So yeah. Y'all, I told you know, if you're good sis say if I say I got you, I got you. It's him.
The internet is undefeated. Here's the pictures of Legion, the ex-husband of Risa Tisa.
Girl, look all that shit on his mouth. That's probably from shaving, right? You could definitely
Risa Tisa, the lady who's doing the series of Who Did I Marry? And baby, these pictures did not disappoint. He looks like every bit of everything she says that he is in his story.
When you follow your heart, you always win. I am who I am, who I'm not, I'll never be. That's my message. Go where you celebrate.
This is him in the HIV Positive Singles Club, December 1st, 2021. If y'all don't know, this is around the date where him and Reese got they broke up. Him and Risa broke up at this time. All right, so he hunched on Peaches and he got sick after he hunched on Peaches. That's when he started losing all that weight. That's when he started, not feeling good. So after that, this is when he made the post to the HIV Positive Singles Club saying, "Is anyone in the ATL on here?" And you can see right here. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Hold on. All right, right here, his name, Jerome J.C. Rome McCoy. So it's him. That's him, and he's in there. Hold on.
When you follow your heart, you always win. I am who I am, who I'm not.
Part of it, so like I don't know. I can't say he's not, but
When you follow your heart, you always win.
it sounded like, what I'm saying, Peaches might have came with the package. I'm not wishing that on nobody. However,
girl, everybody is coming out the woodworks. This has been
so the girl, all right, so the girl that found him and put his name out there, she said she did it to save other women from him. However, it really did, like TC Reese, she was real. I want to show y'all. She looked really scared.
Please hold off for about 24 to 48 hours so I can get some ducks in a row. But that didn't happen. So I'm doing the best I can to get those ducks in a row.
Y'all, why I thought my cell phone battery was low and I'm on my whole desktop.
Please.
Yes. So I believe that they did that on purpose, and I do believe that scared the hell out of her. I do. So yeah, y'all. When I tell y'all, y'all good sis was being nosy. Y'all good, and the sisters was not sisters. They was just females that he knew. I had them, like I had their information too, but I didn't screenshot it. I'm so sorry. And I can't find it again. Like the two sisters that he claimed were his sisters, but they're really not. Now, this is another girl that came out of the woodworks. I have not oh shit. I'm not even on that page, y'all. Y'all can't see mine. I am also on Facebook looking at this because they're across all platforms, okay? So this is another girl that said she was his ex. I have not watched this. I just recently saw it. So how do I turn the sound on this? Hold on. How do I turn the sound on? Audio.
Oh, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm only on here because I'm here to collaborate Risa Tisa's story. I too survived. Okay. Y'all, I'm only on here because I'm here to collaborate Risa Tisa's story. I too survived Legion,
aka Jerome McCoy, aka Rome McCoy, aka out of Augusta, aka Pathological Liar, aka I'm from Philly, aka I had to call the police to get this man out of my apartment in Clayton County. And by the grace of God, the situation went the way that it went because the police had to put a restraining order on him not to come back to my home, my property. I mean, it wasn't a restraining order, it was like a trespassing order. I'm sorry, I want to get it right. That he agreed to. And the police had to come to my home at like 11, 12 o'clock that night when I was putting this stuff out. And again that morning because I had to figure out a way to get his pathological, weird, narcissistic behind. Yo, y'all, oh my God.
Okay, so that is another one of the little girlfriends, or I don't know. I haven't vetted that, so I am not sure. But this is right here, Jerome G. Ron McCoy. I believe, I don't know, y'all. I'm not sure if that is exactly him. Okay, this is his page. Let's go. That is his page. So this is his new page, or his page, or what have you. These are his photos. You know, he privated it. Child, he was not playing no games. When the people found him, he privated the heck out of his shit. All right, because people was not playing with him at all, at all. And so you see, it says right here, April 9th, he was in a relationship. Um, I don't know who that is. That's his Clyde, y'all. That was one of his girlfriends in 2018. Now you know they didn't already figured Tabitha. Ooh, hold on, is Tabitha the ex-wife? Oh shit, I think Tabitha might be the ex-wife, y'all. So, good morning. Help me celebrate my twin nephews, Jerome and Michael. So his brother Michael, y'all, and this is Tabitha screaming, "Happy birthday to my better half. You're a blessing to everyone you come in contact with, including me." So this, I'm guessing this is his first wife, Tabitha, because this was in 2018. He met her in 2020. So, hacked by your stepfather, Jerome. I don't know who the hell that is, but yeah, let me see. Jerome boy. What was that? 2018. Yeah. So yeah, the interwebs found his ass. So who the fuck? 2003. Vendetta. I know he better leave people alone. I'm not going to do it. Am I going to do it? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. She don't have nothing to do with none of this. Sitting in my Jeep in Atlanta traffic. Look what I see. Just married. So I'm guessing that was his first wife, the Tabitha chick. So I'm not that type. I don't do that. Okay. Haven't talked to my homie in a minute. Hope all is well, but happy birthday. Mm. Happy Mother Day to all the mothers. I know if I had to say who will get Mother of the Year, I think I would have to go with you just because the fact that you do for your kids all the time. This is 2015. So he has been found, y'all. And guess what? He got the immigrated goddamn audacity to effing be a relationship coach. Y'all, this man got relationship coach videos talking about. Let me see if I can find a few. Who is that? Guess who is out learning today? That must be. So this man does videos about, you know what I'm saying, relationships and shit like that. Oh, okay. So, y'all, this was crazy. All right. But when your good sis when I tell you, I got some, when I tell y'all, when I say, damn, I've been nosy and I got some stuff, you know I got it. You know what? I think I might do Jag tomorrow. I think I just might make this part one because we already been on here for an hour and 30 something minutes, and I don't want to hold y'all that long. I don't want to do no extra long live. But y'all, Jag is jagging out. When I tell y'all, Sean got her by the balls. Mm, she ought to be ashamed of herself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She ought to be ashamed of herself. So tomorrow I'm gonna do Jag, and I also want to do Larry Reid conscious, the whole Larry Reid and conscious situation, with the dude, Larry Reid's ex that has outed him. And I think I'm gonna do. I want to do that because that one's pretty. Nah, I'm gonna do it all together, but I want to do that tomorrow as well. I'm gonna do a part two. Um, and so I want to talk on my thoughts about that because it's some things that I've noticed, a pattern that I have noticed with the Larry Reid conscious situation that they have going on that I really want to put out there and see if you guys. I'm gonna throw it to the wall like spaghetti and see if it sticks. On God, I do. Like, no, God ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, because I've noticed a pattern with them. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I hope you guys come back tomorrow with me. Please hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Share my videos because y'all know I love y'all. I'm so sorry I went so long with this story. But I gave y'all the tools to go. I'm not the doxing type. I don't. That's why I didn't click on the new person because I'm not. I only going to focus. I only want to focus on information that's already out there. I don't want to. Look, y'all, my little peanut head. I don't want to like enter any new information. I'm not the doxing type. I don't want to do that. I don't know how people mental health is. And if I find out that something that I've done contributed to the decline of someone's mental health, innocent, that'll hurt me. So I wasn't going down the rabbit hole with people that wasn't already players in the saga. However, tomorrow I want to talk about this whole Jaguar. Yo, she's sick, sis. Look, Gail, Jaguar is wild. Not only that, but I know people that she been trying to reach out to. And yeah, I don't nah no. So I want to make sure that I'm able to do that on a during a live where I can splice it up when needed and post it on different platforms. So Gail, thank you so much. You're gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna do it on this page, same page. And yeah, so she is cutting up. I don't know. She wild, man. Damn. Just when you think she can't go no lower, she hits that limbo. And I'm like, yeah, damn. So I'm gonna do her and I'm gonna do Larry Reid tomorrow. What you make like my good sis say? My good sis was like, she clearly a loosey goosey, yo. Child. Oh, sis. But I wanted to get this out today. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wanted to get this out today. Um, because I've been watching it and I wanted to make sure y'all had the information. Cause your good sis, I found everybody. Like we found everybody in his story. I mean in her story. Everyone. And they all corroborated the people that spoke up. You said she ain't doing enough. I need her to go to the public and you know what? Look, Ruth. Look, let me tell y'all, because your good sis be cutting up. But let me tell y'all, after I'm finished my live about her, I guarantee you her and her man gonna have a fight. I guarantee. Because I be cutting up. You said Jag is canceled. Child, Jag don't get no fucks. She don't. She don't. I can't stand her so much. But at least she is her. I don't like her, but she's her. She's her. Like she don't give. She's her. And then if you trust her, all she gonna say is, "Why the fuck did you trust me?" Bitch don't get no fuck. Child, she wild. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Watch. I'm gonna stir up some stuff. And your good sis usually don't do that, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie on neither one of them. I'm not gonna do nothing like that. But I guarantee you. Shoot, I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go out of here because I keep showing y'all. I don't know why I didn't wear a black bra with this. I don't know. Yes, little man. Wait, I'm lying. What are you doing? You better not be watching me. Oh, so you watching your dad watch me? Okay. I'm about to be finished. I'm coming back up. I'm coming upstairs. Y'all, why the cat attack my he didn't attack him, but why he tried to trip my son going out the room. And now they chasing each other. His furry nephew. Mhm. All right, y'all. So not nephew. Is that nephew or is it cousin? Because it's my daughter's cat. It's my daughter's son. So that would be his nephew, right? Or his cousin? I don't know. Yeah, his nephew. All right, y'all. Let me go because I'm tired. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow. No, she's not canceled on this channel, P. That's why I put this on my backup channel. Oh my god, the people on my main channel, they get tired of. I'm not trying to flash you. I got your text. I did. I covered it up. But nah, people on my main channel, they don't like me doing Jag content. However, I'm gonna do it on my backup because I'm gonna start some trouble, y'all. I am. I promise y'all I am. And it's not even gonna be purpose. It's just I know how Jag thinks. And once I tell my opinion about her and her little boyfriend, watch. My orange juice, my sugar-free OJ. But all right, guys, I love y'all so much. I didn't look. I've been on here almost 2 hours, and I appreciate everybody for coming through. Um, I will see you guys tomorrow. I promise. I'm going to set the live now for tomorrow, and we're going to talk about Jay. And then on Friday on my main channel, I'm gonna do the migrant situation, part 2, United Nations. We're gonna talk about the United Nations aspect to everything. Cause I gotta hurry up and knock these out of the park. Cause I really did take a long time off, and I am so sorry. I am so behind, and I am going to be playing catch up. I am playing catch up and mustard. I might do part 2 and 3 on Friday, but I am, and I'm gonna do a members only live. I owe y'all a live. I am so sorry. Thank you so much for like sticking by and just letting me not. I was sick. Thank you guys so much for just allowing me to. I ain't young. I'm old now. So thank you guys. I love you guys so much, and y'all please have a blessed night.